Good afternoon, ladies and gents. My name is Dr. Tia Cummins. I'm a clinical neuroscientist, ex-soldier, and the very proud founder of VR Core. Now, at VR Core, our mission is to empower and save lives through the prevention, detection, and intervention of post-traumatic stress disorder. And we're doing this by creating tools using virtual reality that will enable us to help those at risk of and living with PTSD, which includes the 1 in 5 veterans who are diagnosed with the disorder. That's over 150,000 veterans in Australia, making PTSD the most common cause of disability among this group. But this is more than just a statistic. PTSD has devastating impacts on sufferers and their families, and I have seen this firsthand, not only as a researcher, but also growing up in Northern Ireland, serving within the military and acting as caregiver for someone with PTSD. So to address these issues, the Department of Veterans Affairs, which is the part of the government that looks after veteran welfare, spends upwards of $182 million annually on veteran mental health. But unfortunately, for 2/3 of veterans, these treatments are unsuccessful. Now, to add to the mix, veterans are less likely to seek professional help, which means mental health clinicians struggle to attract and then maintain veteran clients. And this is largely due to barriers such as poor treatment outcomes, stigma, and the fact that many veterans live in rural locations and just aren't able to travel to see a specialist. So to overcome the issues faced by veterans, government, and mental health clinicians, our solution is to create tools that use virtual reality to help with the prevention, detection, and intervention of PTSD in veterans. For today, I'll be talking you through our first product, the intervention. So our intervention is a companion to standard therapy, used by clinicians to enhance their ability to provide exposure therapy, whereby clients' PTSD are psychologically re-exposed to their trauma. Using VR, we can recreate traumatic memories in a safe, gradual manner. Each VR environment is customized to the veteran's needs by the clinician using a paired app. Now, this type of exposure therapy with VR has been scientifically validated and demonstrated to be highly effective for veteran PTSD. In addition, VR therapy is associated with reduced stigma, and it has telehealth therapy capabilities, as you can see here, making it easier for clinicians not only to attract, but also maintain veteran clients. So this field of digital therapeutics is growing rapidly within the mental health ecosystem, and it is starting to compete with more traditional therapy. However, the veteran mental health space has specific requirements. For example, a successful intervention for veteran PTSD requires a customized approach that's complementary to the clinician's treatment method. It needs to provide quantitative data to track client recovery, and it has to offer a way to engage with rural veterans. It also has to be associated with less stigma. Now, unlike our closest rivals listed here, who use VR in treatment of phobias, VR Core is able to meet these key criteria with an intervention tailored to the needs of both veterans and clinicians. So VR Core will be operating a SaaS model, offering tiered subscription-based packages that provide both hardware and software. For veterans, mental health treatment is free. Funding goes directly to the clinician from the Department of Veterans Affairs. So our paying customer is a treating clinician or clinic. So something like a single-seat package would suit a single psychologist who's perhaps curious about VR, and it includes some access to the VR content, hardware leasing, and some training, whereas a large clinic might opt for the enterprise package for wider access. So the features of our product will enable clinicians to attract and retain otherwise resistant veteran clients. Now, our clinician interviews have highlighted a growing interest in the mental health applications of VR, but uptake requires a comprehensive service that will support clinicians as they navigate this new technology. So we are starting niche, but this technology is extremely flexible, and we plan to expand to include Australian civilians with PTSD, of which there are 1.4 million, and this number is growing, within the current pandemic. And then after that, we plan to move into other markets. So PTSD is a huge issue around the globe, affecting approximately 360 million individuals. Now, from here, we plan to move into other mental health disorders, which affect nearly 1 million people globally. So VR Core will sell B2B, but this is a complex field and it requires extensive relationship building within the veteran community and government. Since joining TRAM, we have formed key relationships within government. So these include the Prime Ministerial Advisory Committee on Veterans' Mental Health, local senators, and also Open Arms, which is a national veterans counselling service. Now, Open Arms are keen to deploy our product throughout their treatment centres nationally, therefore being our first customer. In addition, we have partnered with Leidos, a major defence contractor, who have actually introduced us to the Minister for Veterans Affairs office. And despite the best efforts of COVID-19, we have started our user testing. We've also incorporated and we've clarified our IP position. We've also put together a pretty amazing advisory board with world-leading experts, range from VR to psychiatry. Now, this group has complemented the skill sets that Carl, my co-founder, and I possess. I have that unique blend of both military and scientific background, whilst Carl comes from a sales background and currently works with Australia's leading disability service providers. Our next step is to raise the funding to develop this product. Now, we are looking for people to help us, including engage with other markets, expand product development, and also help us with our first capital raise. So if you want to save the lives of veterans and you think you can help us, please get in touch and send me an email. We at VR Core are passionate about what we do because we believe that no veteran should have to suffer as a consequence of their bravery. Thank you.